What you are about to hear is highly classified. In episode number 146 of Zone 4, Happy New Year! The crew returns this week to give our thoughts on what the world of comics has brought us in the year of 2011, kind of a year in review, looking back on the highlights from the year. Plus, we look forward into 2012 and talk about that a little bit. We hope you have as much fun listening as we had making this episode. More updates on the weekly webcomic, which updates every Monday at zone4podcast.com/webcomic. We're up to strip 17 now. The Get Jiggy With It contest is still running. To enter, all you have to do is finish the line, I listen to Zone 4 because, and you could win the chance to be immortalized in an issue of Mr. Jigsaw, Man of a Thousand Parts, issue 10 to be exact. Send your entries to zone4comicrelated.com or record a video and post it here on our YouTube channel. Learn more about Mr. Jigsaw at mrjigsaw.com. And just have fun with it, be creative, be zany, kooky, whatever you want to do. Just send us the entries, and the ones that are written we'll read on the show, and YouTube entries we will post on our Facebook page. You still have time till the end of January. We give more shout-outs to our loyal Facebook Zone 4 Legionnaires. Like us on Facebook.com/Zone4Podcast, and eventually you'll be shouted out to on the show. Our reserve this week is Mr. John Wilson, one of the partners in comicrelated.com and good friend of mine, and featured in our strip this week. We also play another round of Zone 4 Pyramid at the end of the show, as we split into teams and play our version of the classic game. This episode of Zone 4 is sponsored by DanCon 2012, the second annual DanCon. Learn more at danconcomiccon.com. And now, enjoy a clip from the show.
I just wanted to point out, in lieu of Gordon's revelations with Sophie, that you realize, Gordon, you pretty much destroyed the hopes and dreams of millions of women out there who thought they had a chance.
If by counting by all these cease and desist letters that I've read, yeah, but you know what? I'm sorry, ladies. A guy's got to have standards.
Now, if they wanted to go get radical plastic surgery so they could look like Sophie, and voice and diction training so they could sound like Sophie, then maybe they'd have a chance.
Well, yeah, kinda. I mean, and I think I can hear our chances of getting the nerd girls to come on just float away with this conversation.
Oh,
so,
wow, they love it.
I was going to suggest our first new contest for 2012 is going to be join Gordon's harem.
Oh, God.
Now that's someplace I'm not going to go.
I got nothing. Anyway, so our main topic is kind of a year in review as we embark on 2012 upcoming, and we figured we would take a look back at this year in comics, TV, pop culture, whatever, whatever we're thinking about. And, just talk about some of the stuff that happened, some of the stuff that we liked, and then maybe look forward a little bit and talk about anything we're looking forward to or hope for in the new year. So, let's see. Gordon, why don't you start us off here?
Okay, let's see. I think probably one of the big highlights of this year, and it's not something that gets talked about a lot, is the whole DC upgrade, switchover, reboot that happened earlier this year.
Have no idea what that is.
Me either.
Well, basically what DC decided to do was take its... Basically, they basically rebooted their entire line. So, everything was number one. Some characters had new origins. Some characters had new explanations. They brought back some books. They canceled some books. And they've been, for the past couple of months, they've been pretty consistently high. They've had the majority of market share. And I think, for me, it's a really important thing, not for the obvious reason, which is they rebooted their entire line because it'll just change everything anyway. But they announced day and date for both digital and print. So I think that's had a lot to kind of help bolster their sales. So I think that's one of the definite highlights of this year.
You know, John, it seems like we may have talked about something like this on
I
on a spinoff.
I
Yeah,
think
sure.
it's possible, but I never claimed to be anywhere.
You guys
No.
did talk about it on the show because, like, it was one of the shows where I wasn't around. So
Wait, there are shows when you're not around? Oh my god. That seems sacrilege.
Now, are there shows when I'm not around though?
Well, we don't
that's
care about
where-
that,
Yeah.
you know.
No,
Gordon's
seriously.
not around, it's important.
Yeah, in all seriousness, yeah, the New 52 relaunch was definitely probably the most. Yeah, it's probably the biggest thing that happened this year in comics, wouldn't you guys say?
Right. Yeah, in print comics for sure. It's totally the biggest publicity, news generating event of 2011. Obviously, what people remember the most from this year.
Sure. And like Gordon said, man, they have been dominating the charts for the past ever since the relaunch. I think every month they've been at top, which is first time in a long time for DC. So
Which
And
is
I
all,
think
you know. I just wanted to add, I'm not, because at the same time that we've been seeing this, and you know, again, everybody's been discussing it on blogs, on the internet, podcasts, all over the place. But you know, at the same time, we've also been seeing Marvel reorganize, and we've been seeing a lot of books canceled, a lot of people laid off, et cetera, which to me seems, you know, reactive to what happened at DC. And I fully expect what's going on with Marvel right now in their head offices is a lot of strategy as to how to reclaim that market share. And I fully expect that once we get into 2012, we'll see Marvel coming back out with whatever big guns they can unleash.
And so we hope you enjoyed the clip from the show. If you liked what you heard, listen to a lot more fun and a lot more discussion in the actual episode that goes live later today. And of course, as always, you can follow us on all the various channels, but you want to check out our brand new website, zone4podcast.com. Hasn't been up that long, but you can find links to all our other social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, our RSS feed, and you can also follow us on iTunes. The site is updated every week. It has our entire archive, so go check it out and let us know what you think. And as always, for the last time in 2011, thank you for listening.